Alright everyone, it's day 142 and we are on top of Mount Success. You can see a few of the whites over there. And it's really beautiful. So we're up here on Goose Eye and the view is beautiful. We were just down there a few minutes ago. It's a really awesome view. We are, it probably looks a little dark, but I think we're good. We are in Maine now, last state, and a few weeks, we'll be summiting Katahdin, so pretty exciting. I'm pretty sure we're going over there, so take you guys along with us, and we'll finish this journey together. That's where we just were. Now we're over here. Very windy. This is the very beginning of Mahoosic Notch. Ryan is super excited. I am not. But I'm going to put my phone away so I don't drop it and lose it forever. Okay, so we're a little bit further in the notch. And Ryan squeezed through a hole down there. And I went around. And there's like little caves area. And it just goes down. And you can see there's ice down there. Because sometimes when you get wedged between these rocks, it's cold. And then you'll get like a breeze of warm air. And I just folded my poles up because I'm using my arms a lot. A lot of upper body. So, goodbye poles. And I'm probably going to have a huge hole at the bottom of my back because I keep scooting my butt along all these rocks. But, we'll see. Going through the hole. You gonna make it?
Just had to. Oh.
Ryan climbing through this tiny hole. Still going through the notch. So we did Mahoosic Notch and it took us an hour and 45 minutes. We got up at 5:30 this morning and started hiking at 6:30. And it is now, we'll probably be at camp around 8 o'clock. Super long day, but it's really beautiful up here with the sun across everything. Just really tired and feeling beat up today. Picking blueberries on top of a mountain. There's tons of blueberries up here that you can pick, and they're just like perfectly in season, so that's been pretty awesome. Here's a good view of that mountain we're on. Picking the blueberries. Pleasant Pond Mountain, I think is what it's called.
Yep.
It's nice. The weather's great today too, so it's gonna be a good hike. We just walked across all that, and then came over here and walked across all this. So it's like one of our first big fords. You know, we did have to take our shoes off a little yesterday, but not much. Just at 2 different spots. But it's exciting. We should have a couple more fords today. And this is the one thing where I'm super jealous of the people with GoPros, is because you guys can record as you're going across, and I can't hold my phone and record going across stuff. At least not big stuff. I can do this, but pretty exciting, pretty fun. Put our shoes back on. Up here on Moxie Balls. Sorry, Ryan's always in my 360.
You're always in mine.
That's rain over there. But that stays away. It's super cool looking up here. A little windy, a little chilly. Got a pretty nice camp spot for the night. right by the beautiful lake. Hoping maybe we'll get to see a moose, because we've seen a lot of moose droppings here. Fingers crossed. You thought Vermont and Massachusetts was muddy. Just wait till you get to Maine. It's just pretty much one big ball of mud and roots and water. And fording rivers. That's been kind of fun. We've had to do a couple fords. We'll do a couple more later today. Maybe I'll get one on video if I feel like chancing it. So we'll see. Hey guys, it is day 149, and you may or may not have noticed that there's a little bit of gap in my days on my videos. If you didn't notice, I just pointed it out to you. What happened was, after we did the whites and we zeroed 2 days in Lancaster, that was at the end of my last video, we kept going and we got into Maine and we did Mahoosic Notch, and we just felt awful. My legs hurt so bad, my feet still hurt, even though my sores had healed up. Ryan's knees were killing him, and we mentally just were not happy. We weren't enjoying the trail, we weren't having fun. We kind of had the attitude of like, well, it's only 3 more weeks, we can tough it out. And we really didn't want to have, you know, that type of attitude going through Maine, which is supposed to be one of the funnest states. And so what we ended up doing was give my brother a call, the one that visited when we were in Shenandoah, because he was temporarily in Virginia, now he's back in Maine. He's stationed there at Bath, and he came and picked us up. So he picked us up, we spent a few days with him, taking a zero and resting. Felt much, much better. And then we did end up blazing up a few towns. That way we could keep our schedule, and we just felt it was better because the terrain was better for our bodies and everything. So he dropped us off at Caratunk, and now we're hiking. So that did you know, mess with our dates a little, but we should still be summiting Katahdin at a good time. It should be on the 17th, I believe. So pretty excited for that. Pretty excited we still get to do the 100-mile wilderness, and we've been so much more happier. So Ryan and I are not purists, you know, we're not. You can say I'm not a thru hiker because I did skip a little, whatever. I don't really care, because you're always hearing people say hike your hike, and I did what I had to get from Georgia to Maine and hike this trail. So whatever. Hope you guys still follow. I hope you guys don't mind. I don't think you will, because, you know, I've hiked every other inch of the trail. So we are, like I said, feeling much better. We're having a great time in Maine, and we should be in Monson tonight.
And
Day 150, and we are entering the 100-mile wilderness. Super excited. What we did yesterday was we went into Monson on the first road that you can go in. We stayed at, I think it's called 100-mile Adventures or something. It's right off the trail, and we were just going to camp, but I haven't been sleeping well, so I wanted to stay in a cabin. It was only $50 for the 2 of us, and we got a shower and shuttle into town. We resupplied. If you can, Monson would be a great spot to do a mail drop too, because the resupply is kind of limited. They have everything, but it's pricey. But we were able to get what we need. And we did decide to do a food drop halfway through. A lot of the businesses here offer that. And it's only 25 bucks. And we'll get food halfway through, that way we don't have to carry it all. And I'm just going to show you guys what a loon is. If I can zoom in on them. There you go. Right there. Can't really see him. It's like a duck thing with red eyes. And it makes a crazy like howling noise at night. So if you've never heard one, you should hear one in Maine sometime. That's it. Alright, it is the morning of day 151, and we're getting ready to cross this river right here. It's not very deep, just kind of fast moving. We've done, what, like 6 fords total the past few days. Fords are awesome. I kind of wish there were less bridges places. And we take our shoes off and put our camp shoes on at everyone. You'll see some people just plow right through it. That's cool, do what you want, but I don't like to get my boots wet because they take forever to dry. So it's worth it to spend the extra like 10 minutes to just switch our shoes off here and then go across and switch them off there. So far so good. And it's fun, it's cool being out here in the 100-mile wilderness, so. Barren Mountain, that's where we're going in a minute. This is Barren Ledges. Move out of my video. For a no-bow, the first like 3 days of the wilderness you have elevations, and then like the last 4 days are all flat. So we do get a couple views in here. Here's my fun fact for the day. I went the whole trip without a real pillow. I used my stuff sack with all my clothes in it, and I did not have a fancy pillow like that. And if you're wondering why I look like a, I don't know what, this is my silk liner, keeping me warm. So morning of day 152. Day 3 in the wilderness, and I'm gonna miss beautiful mornings like this. It's actually a really beautiful day, and this is one of the rivers we had to, ford, but it's not very deep at all, just a little slick. So we've also been lucky it hasn't been a lot of rain, so they haven't actually really been that deep, so. So. Feels good. I miss my dogs. You see a lot of dogs on the trail, and they're so much fun to like just play with and pet, and then you think of your dogs at home, and it's only gonna be like a week till I get to see them. And you guys may not have known, but my mom is watching our dogs while we're on the trail. So I've just seen a lot of dogs today, and I miss mine. So I'm excited to get to see them when we get home.
Another couple weeks.
We're at White Cap Mountain, and it is actually the highest point we are going to be for the rest of the trail, with the exception of Katahdin, which on the downhill of this, you're supposed to be able to have a view of that. So hopefully, if we clear, we can have a good view of Katahdin in just a few minutes. And this is also, we did 17 miles today, and that should be our last biggest day of the trail, which is awesome. So we're just going to take it easy and enjoy the rest of the trip.